Hi guys, Blake here with Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on beautiful upper Lake Taneycomo. It is Monday the 11th of January 2021 and I'm going to do the one cast for you today. Today I've boated up here. I'm just above the tennis court for the moment. I'm moving pretty quick though today. They have, about 4 hours ago, they turned the water up to a full 3 units. So it's running just a little bit under 10,000 CFS. 9,900 I think is what it said. And it's 34 degrees and the sun just came out. It has been kind of hiding all day. And we're gonna drift some stuff on the fly rod today. So today I will be using a big red sand worm, a size 12 peppy gray scud. I've got an AB sized split shot there. That is on the lower part here is 6X, the Rio. It's a green label tippet. It's not called green label, but it has a green label. It is their strongest tippet as far as I am aware of. And we got 3 units of water running, so we're gonna be running this pretty deep today. Probably start at about 10 foot or so and go from there. This rod I'm using is special to me. It was built by a friend, and for a special anniversary to me, and another friend, Mario Lazina, did this, and I'll have to turn you around this other way here. Did a beautiful wood burning job here. And he burned a brown trout, kind of aerial view style, coming behind a stump, chasing a dry fly there. I don't know how well that can be seen on the camera, but absolutely beautiful work there, and I appreciate it very much. But this is it's a custom 3-weight rod, and we're gonna drift this very far north bank over here. And usually, whenever they turn the water up this high, these fish like to move over to this slower side. And so we're gonna just see what we can do to. Okay, I haven't cast it officially yet. I gotta get it somewhere where the sun's not blinding me. There we go. But in the past, I've had great success over here on this side with 3 and 4 units of water running, dragging things like the scuds and the sand worms. I do not have any fishing reports for today. I've been kind of... Oh, there was one. Dang it. Oh. Well, no fish on the first cast here. Try to angle myself so that I get that camera out of the sun. Maybe that'll do it. I know that anytime they change the water and make it a lot faster, that those scuds get ripped up from where they've been hiding at, and oftentimes the trout will feed pretty heavily on them. So that might have been a fish. And I picked the red sandworm today because it was extremely overcast and cloudy, and that usually does fairly well on a cloudy day. I believe Phil is out. I'm not sure where he's at right now. I didn't hear, but I know he's out crappie fishing somewhere, probably Table Rock or Bull Shoals. And it is a chilly one today out here on the lake. We're at the warmest part of our day, and it's 34 degrees. I believe it was in the mid-20s this morning. But something to keep in mind is that once the flows get to that 3 and 4 level, the water comes up even higher, so you've really got to put a good amount of leader on there so that you can cover all the depths that you're going to encounter as you drift. Oh wow, I spun that camera way around. We're going to try this side over here. I know that in times past, with heavier flows, even on a spin cast rod dragging sandworms and scuds, we'd drift where the boat is, and we'd throw them right up against the bank and let them kind of swing back out, and it's generally pretty effective. I did notice quite a bit of stuff getting brought down the lake now that they've increased to 3 units. A lot of the grass and weeds breaking off the sides, and sticks and limbs that have been lodged or broke loose and floating down the lake right now. And it could be today that I need even more weight on my rig here. There's a fish. I'm glad he ripped that bobber under there because I was not paying attention. Now the only problem about my 7.5 foot 3-weight rod is when you're fishing 11 foot a leader, it gets a little challenging to net the fish. Okay. Nice pretty little rainbow there. And he did take the scud. There was another one. I didn't even have my rod fully in my hand and ready for that. So we're coming up on that section, or we're basically on the opposite side of the Narrows here on the north bank. And this is that section where about a week and a half ago we noticed that the rainbows were starting to get on the beds and spawn. And we are getting ready to drift right over the top of that. I would have to imagine that they are pretty far over here near the bank. But something you want to be looking for when you're out here and dealing with heavy flows is you've got to get enough weight on there to see the indicator getting ticked to signify that that weight is touching the bottom. It doesn't have to be dragging, but you need to be seeing it ticking the bottom here. And that in turn means that you need to have, I mean, for me, if I'm going fishing with a fly rod and 3 units of water or more, you know, I'm putting at least 12 feet, because if I was fishing out more towards the center or somewhere, I'd need that much to get that weight to get to the bottom. And of course your weight's above your flies, so then you've got that extra 1 to 2 foot of fly hanging below your weight that you want kind of swinging freely behind the weight. Oh, all right, I'm getting some bites here. You don't have to really blast it out there. I think you get a lot better line control whenever you've got it just kind of 5, 6, 7 feet away from the boat. And just like with anything else, you always want to bring it in and make sure that you don't have a bunch of moss on your flies. Try this side for a second. I can actually see some of the trout beds here we're drifting over right now. Oh, that was quite the bite there. I bet he stole my fly. Yep, he sure stole my scud. That 6X tippet, even if it's stronger 6X tippet, is still a little fragile. So I've got another rod here. This is a 5 weight, but it's set up with double scud rig. It's got that same size 12 peppy gray scud I was just using, same size AB weight, lots of leader, and it's got a size 16 gray peppy scud on the bottom. I'm gonna just increase the length of my leader a little bit here. And the other thing is, if I was to go any heavier with this rig, as in for this amount of split shot, I would need to increase the size of my indicator as well. This is one of the bigger ones that we sell that I'm using right now, but it's just barely floating with an AB size split shot. There's a fish. And so I would have to go to that next bigger carrot float if I wanted to fish any heavier, which I would have started off with, but didn't have. Let's see if I can pull him up and do this without him breaking it. This is the lazy man's way. This usually results in bad things. But I got lucky today. We're gonna shoot across to the other side of the Narrows now. I'll fish kind of in front of the island here. On the end of this setup, I've got just the 5X tippet, so a little bit stronger. A little less to worry about, but as you saw earlier, even if a fish bites on that 6X and you set the hook as hard as I did, it has the probability of breaking the line. I always try to keep my line mended forward this direction upstream. If that loop in that line gets pulled too much by the current this way, then your scuds will get pulled up off the bottom, and that's not a very effective way to catch fish. Ideally, in a perfect drift with no wind and all that stuff, you can kind of get by without having to do much, but that's usually not the case. Ooh, there was a fish. Right now, I'd venture to say that over here on this side, the lake bends this way now, so this is going to be the slower side. That these fish might be even farther up against that island than I think they are. Ooh, there was a hit. I missed that one. Try not to throw myself off the boat here. Kind of just want to get over there a little closer and see what happens. Alright, well, it's looking like it's time to call it a day for me. We thank you guys for watching today. Like and share us on Facebook, and we'll get out here and we'll do it again for you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.